everybody, Eleanor Dooley here, and I'm coming to you on day 3 of the Reduce Your Bloat Challenge. And I'm so excited because so many of you are already feeling the effects of drinking more water and being more intentional about the food choices that you're making. So if you're on here, say hello. I would love to see whoever's watching live. If you're catching the replay, make sure you comment below so I can send you some love and support. For those of you that are just joining this group, my name is Eleanor Dooley and I am a nutritionist. I specialize in releasing inflammation so that your body's in a healthy state to burn fat. Good morning, Diana. Hi, Rachel. Hi, guys. I'm so glad that you're here as part of our community. This challenge is being run in the Clean Eating to Tame Your Inflammation community, and I created this as a space for you to come to clear all of the confusion and the noise around Googling how to live a life with released inflammation and to get on track to a healthy habits, healthy weight, and healthy life. And so I created this challenge because so many people were reaching out asking what steps can they take to get started. And that's why I put together a 5-day challenge with a couple things you can do every day to start feeling better. And so many of you have already reached out and been showing your meals, and you've been showing your water bottles, you've been showing your workouts, and I'm super proud of your guys' progress because you're really taking this seriously and helping others by being supportive in nature. So I'm so glad to be running this group because you guys are really taking it to heart. And I want to let you know, because so many people have asked, that there will be an opportunity to go deeper with this information that you're starting to learn and starting to do. If you are the kind of person who needs accountability, who needs stability, and who needs somebody to ask questions that you can get real answers to. Just know that I'm putting together some really fun opportunities to work together so that we can help get you where you want to be. So today we're going to talk about sleep and detoxing in our sleep and how it supports us in releasing inflammation, because we all know sleep is important, right? It's kind of one of those things like, yes, we know our body rests and repairs and all the things, but we don't always get great sleep, whether it's because we have small children, whether we have pets, whether we have a spouse that snores. Like, all of these things can impact the ability for our body to rest and relax. But what I'm going to tell you today is that it's important when and how you sleep, and we have to make it a priority. You have to. Because you cannot keep running and eating well and working out and doing all of these things without the proper rest and restore. Because what happens is you continue to get depleted and depleted. And when you don't get restored, your body can't get to a place where it's going to be healthy enough to release inflammation and to burn fat. So if you think if your diet's right and you got your exercise on point, but you're not sleeping properly, you're gonna feel really out of balance. Okay, so this is very interesting because the sleep that the body gets initially between the hours of about 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. are the most restorative and regenerative sleep. This means if you go to bed at midnight, you are missing out on those first 2 hours of sleep. Even if you slept 2 hours later in the morning, it's not the same. Biologically, our bodies are wired to go to sleep around 10 and to wake up around 6. Now, I know everybody's different. I know people have work schedules. People have reached out to me on the night shift, and their bodies are just totally out of sync right now. And that's life. There's nothing that you can physically do to change that other than to make sure when you do sleep, it's the best restorative sleep you can get. And there are some little tips and tricks that I like to use. And when I'm at home and, I'm sleeping in my own bed and it's a normal, regular night, I try to get started with my bedtime routine by at least 9:30. That means it gets me into bed By 10, I'm usually turning the lights off, closing the book, getting ready for that 10 p.m. restorative sleep. So if you need to back up your schedule a little bit, whether it's get the kids to sleep a little bit earlier or get your day ready the next day, get that a little bit earlier. Use that time after dinner. That's, for me, it's my unwind, kind of relaxed time, get my things organized for the next day. Doesn't always work out that way. For those of you moms out there, I mean, I'm in so many carpools. I'm running around, picking up kids, dropping off kids, getting food into kids for many hours of the evening. So trust me, I'm empathetic to you that doesn't always have just a perfectly clean, open schedule. But it's important to prioritize. Again, I go back to how can you make it work so that it fits for you. Make sure your sleeping space is one that you absolutely love, that you adore being a part of. And what I mean by that is your bedroom, is it free of clutter? Is it, are there clothes all over the place? Are things put away where they need to be? Are things picked up? Is it dark? Is it a cool environment? In the winter, we tend to have the heat cranked up, which makes the air really dry. So I always make sure I have a humidifier running or a diffuser or something that makes that room and that time special for me. It's because I look forward to getting comfortable with my pillows and my sheets and my little routines. Make it special for yourself. Don't just, fall asleep in the clothes that you happen to be wearing if you were wearing yoga pants all day. Take a shower, whatever your routine is, change and get comfortable and make that time sacred. Because once you start honoring that time, your body's going to start reacting and getting more quality sleep out of those actions. And I use some tools to help me because I have a very active family. There's people that stay up later than me. We have animals. So, there's a lot going on at any given time. And so I invested in some silicone earplugs, which don't worry, mothers out there. It doesn't totally block all noise. If anybody is needs you in the middle of the night, you can still hear it. Actually, this was tested on me a few nights ago because the smoke alarm, it didn't go off, but the battery started, how it'll go off, it'll chirp. And you ignore it for a few hours until it gets to the point where it's in your dream and you can't ignore it. So I was hearing that. Nobody else in the house was hearing that, surprisingly. I sleep next to my spouse who has a sleep apnea machine, which is pretty quiet, but still you can hear it. I can hear it going. So these silicone earplugs are amazing because they create a seal over the ear hole. So they're not just plugs that you put in, because those for some reason never work for me. Anyway, these are a miracle because anytime somebody coughs, a dog walks around or changes position, and the rattling of the collar, all of these little things used to wake me up, and then I would have trouble falling back asleep. Now I no longer have these little mini interruptions. Again, it's just a little minor thing, but it might be something that is truly going to help you sleep. Also, I invested in a nice eye mask where it'll cut out any additional light. So I put that on when I'm falling asleep, because if my husband comes to bed later than me, he's turning lights on, or somebody gets up in the night and turns a light on, it doesn't disturb me unnecessarily. Now, again, there's always nights where I'm up and walking around and putting out fires, so to speak, helping kids. I get that. But for on the regular nights, your sleep should be very important to you. And it's sacred time for me to relax, restore, and get ready for the next day. Now, all of this being said, getting a good night's sleep not only makes you feel better, but it makes you more productive. It makes your mind more sharp. And more on a biochemistry level, it helps you regulate your blood sugar, okay? Which is super important, not only for diabetics, but for all of us that are looking to lose weight, increase our metabolism, and just start feeling no brain fog. We want to feel top of our game. investing in your sleep and making it a priority is truly what is going to change you releasing inflammation. It is an important part. This is not something that we blow off and it's a yeah. This is something that we have to change, because if we don't, it compounds stress, which creates more cortisol, which is more hormones that we don't need floating around our body, because it causes disruption over time. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. I'm going to look through and see if anybody had any questions while we're going. This is a live Q&A, so if you have questions, feel free to write them below. I'm super excited. This is day 3, and this is the day that people start coming out with things that they've been successful with. So share your wins, hashtag day 3 in your wins. If you're catching the replay, make sure you let me know that so that I can send you some love. And for those of you that are participating in the raffle on Friday, it's super exciting. I'm going to be coming to you live. It's going to be earlier on Friday. So if you don't catch it live, that's fine. But I'm going to have a special gift for the person that wins the raffle for being the most engaged and the most interactive with other people in the group. So I can't wait to work with you guys, and I'm here to answer any questions. If you have questions, you can private message me, but you can also message in the group, because if you have that question, I guarantee you a lot of the other people do too. So make sure you're eating your healthy, organic, balanced meals. You're getting in your water. And today it's time to prioritize your sleep. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.